All right, Leg Speed is back with UFC 296 main event predictions. I mean, we got a stacked card right here. I mean, even with Ian Gary and Vincent Luque out, I mean, we got a stacked card here. Let's get started with this main card right here. We got Josh Emmett versus Bryce Mitchell. We got Bryce Mitchell coming off what 2 week, 3 week short notice. I mean, yes, that is a negative towards Bryce Mitchell, but also towards Josh Emmett. I mean, you got a new opponent coming in, 3 week notice. I mean, it's both not easy for both of them, you know. But I mean, if you look at the reach, same reach, but we got Bryce Mitchell is 4 inches taller. But I mean, let's let's look more deep into it. Josh Emmett coming off a 2 fight losing streak. Both we got Ilya who's fighting Volk in 298, and then we got Yair who was the interim champion who did lose the Volk. So obviously Josh Emmett is looking like he's in the decline of his career. He's pushing 40 years old. I mean, yes, he is active, but he's old. On the other side, we got Bryce Mitchell. He's 4-1 in his last five. His only loss in his whole UFC career was against Ilya, which he's fighting Volk next, like I said, and that was on short notice. So I, I'm gonna sound like Sean O'Malley and say that loss it doesn't count. I'd say he's really 17-0, man. I really think so. And when he did fight Dan Ige, when almost 3 months ago, he got a cut eye and he was able to fight through that. So I really like Bryce Mitchell in this matchup, and I think he's a safe -225 to put in a 3-4 leg parlay that you know for sure that he'll definitely hit. We are back with Tony Ferguson and Patty the Batty Pimblett, USA versus UK. We got Tony 5'11 with a 76.5 inch reach, which is 3.5 more than Patty, standing only an inch taller than Patty as well. I mean, if you look at the records, it looks somewhat pretty even until you really deep dive into it. Let's see what the win by usually. KO usually pretty half the time they got Tony winning by KO. But we got Patty the Batty looking like a pretty like real MMA fighter. You know what I'm saying? Uh, let's see what else we got. Let's see. Tony lands out one more landed strikes per minute. Um, pretty even all around for both of them. So let's deep dive into it so we can figure out who wins. As you can see here, it's 0 green for Tony. I mean, he's going off a 6 fight losing streak. He's coming off a loss against Bobby Green. I mean, he got slept by Bobby Green. I mean, like, come on. I don't know about that. He's almost 40 years old. He's pushing 50 years old. I mean, I don't know, but but also this Tony's coming different. He's being coached by no other than David Goggins. I mean, who's gonna carry the boat when Tony is the boat, the best of all time? I mean, I don't know. I mean, he's from California. It's pretty much home fight. I mean, but you just can't ignore his age. You really can't. He's 40 years old. He's pushing 50 years old in UFC, man. They just in a lower weight class, maybe in heavyweight, yes. Maybe in lightweight, yes. Light heavyweight, sorry. But in lightweight, he's 40 years old against, yeah, he's younger. He hasn't been that active due to he did get injured um, against Jared Gordon. He's been out for over a year, I believe. I mean, Petty, it's he is a unique character, so it's kind of hard to you have to put that away to look at his fighting style, which I think we might see Petty the Batty get a finish against Tony Ferguson. I really don't want Tony to retire in this fight because Petty likes Tony. You know, he sees him as a role model, but I really think Petty does get a finish inside the distance. Give me Patty the Batty Pimblet with a W against Tony Ferguson. Next up, we have Shavkat Rakhmonov, the Kazakhstan, leads Kazakhstan on his back against Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. I mean, this could be a main event easily. 17-0, 100% finish rate, 9 submissions, 8 knockouts. 6'1", is an inch taller than Wonderboy, 2-inch reach advantage. I mean, let's see obviously I already told you about. Shavkat has never gone the distance. He is a complete animal. When Wonderboy, yeah, has gone to the distance recently in his last fights. Let's look at the strikes per minute. Pretty close landing per minute. Shavkat does have the advantage with significant. Um, Wonderboy does take more hits. Their defense is about the same. Let's dive deeper into it. Like I said, Shavkat is never lost. He's coming off a win against Jeff Neal with a standing rear naked choke in the third round. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. And he's 29 years old. I see him as a future champion. He will be a welterweight champion at some point in his life in the UFC. We got Stephen Wonderboy Thompson coming off a win against Kevin Holland, which it was almost a year ago, which he did have a fight in the summer, but his opponent didn't make weight. So we can't take that against him. But also, if you look at his age, he is 41 years old. He's pushing 50 years old. In the UFC, that cannot happen. I don't care if you're in welterweight, that cannot happen. And let alone, he's facing Shavkat Rakhmonov. He will finish Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. I say it right now. Shavkat will get it done inside the distance. Give me Shavkat. Let's go. And now we're back with the UFC 296 co-main event. We got Pantoja versus Brandon Royval. I mean, this is a complete dogfight. I do not think people understand how good of a fight this is going to be. I mean, Pantoja's last fight against Brandon Moreno, I mean, that was a full 5-round war. I mean, Pantoja has the whole country of Brazil on his back in the flyweight division. I mean, if we're looking at their height, Brandon Royval does have a 4 height inch increase, while his reach is only 1 inch more than the champion Pantoja. And if they win by, they're both pretty complete mixed martial artists. If you look at the strikes per minute, he does land. Pantoja does land about one more. Pantoja lands a lot more 6 strikes. But Pantoja does get hit more. I mean, if you do hit more, you will get hit more. I mean, he's a champion though, so you can't take that away from him. Let's dive deeper in. I mean, Pantoja is 4-1 in his last 5. His loss coming from an absolute nobody. I mean, I don't care if you have 12 wins. But we got Brandon Royval, Raw Dog. All right. So about Raw Dog, I heard at the press conference he said he has 4 kids and 6 baby mamas. I'm not sure how you have more baby mamas than kids, but I guess he lives up to his Raw Dog name. Anyways, if we look more deeper in the fight, we have Pantoja, 33 years old. He's pretty active. He fought 4 months ago, 5 months ago, versus Brandon Royval, 31 years old. He's pretty active as well. But if we dig deeper, Pantoja and Royval have fought before, and Pantoja caught him in a rear naked choke in round 2. I mean, I feel like we could see the same thing happen again. I feel like we'll see Pantoja drop him and just hop on his back, armbar, whatever, heel hook. I don't give a shit. I think that Pantoja will finish Brandon Royval. I mean, yeah, I really think so. I think that's my pick. I think this is a good one to put in a parlay. Minus 190. See, I know the sharps are on Brandon Royval plus 160, whatever, whatever. I don't care. Give me Alexandra Pantoja. Come on, and still. Here we go. UFC 296 main event. Welterweight title bout. We got Leon Rocky Edwards versus Kobe Chaos Covington. I mean, this is the fight of the year. I mean, it doesn't get much better than this. After what Kobe said about Leon's father during the press conference, it does not get more heated than this. Kobe made Leon stand off his throne. I mean, Leon has the gold, and Leon stood up. Leon got aroused by what Kobe said. I mean, do we think Kobe crossed the line? Yes, he did cross the line, but he has to do what he has to do to play his mental games. That is a factor on how Kobe wins Saturday night. All right. So if we dig a little bit deeper into these stats right here, Leon's 6 foot. He's long. He's lengthy. Kickboxer, striker. He has it. He was 74-inch reach. That's two more than Kobe. He's an inch higher, inch taller than Kobe. Let's see what they win by. Leon does go the distance more than I thought. Kobe, I mean, they have a very high average fight time. Um, let's see their strikes. Kobe lands about 1.5 ish more landed than Leon per minute. Um, while Leon does land more stick strikes, Kobe does get hit more, about half or more. Um, I say we dive a little deeper. So I mean, obviously head kick heard around the world on Kamaru Usman. He was climbing to be the welterweight GOAT, but Leon Rocky Edwards stopped him. Then obviously they had that rematch with Kamaru Usman and Leon Rocky Edwards. And I say that Leon did win, even with that point getting taken away. Obviously, the judges did think that as well. But Colby coming off of a 2-year layoff against Jorge Masvidal, I mean, Colby destroyed Jorge Masvidal. Colby sent Jorge to retirement. That's all it was. Kamaru Usman, that was a really good fight, really close. All right, you can't hate that fight. That was a really good fight. But listen, listen. Styles make fights. Striker versus complete mixed martial artist Kobe Chaos Covington. I mean, listen, Leon Edwards is taking this personally, but I think he's taking it too personal. It's getting to his heart. It's getting to his head. I mean, I think we're going to see a part 2 of round 5. Leon, come on, Leon. Come on, Leon. Get your head out the gutter, Leon. Come on. I mean, really, I think Kobe Chaos Covington. I really do think so. Styles do make fights. I mean, I really don't like. I think if there's a knockout, Leon Edwards does win. If it goes the full distance, Kobe wins. All right. Leon is a cheater. How many times was he grabbing Usman's gloves, holding against the fence? Oh, don't take me down! Don't take me down! I mean, Leon will stuff Kobe, yes, but Kobe does not stop going. He will not stop. Kobe will have so many takedowns on Leon. Leon will get tired. He will get gassed. All right. I see Kobe gassing out Leon, taking taking his rear end to decision while bringing him to the seventh layer of you know what, and Kobe Chaos Covington will be new and new, baby. Let's go, Covington. General Covington is back. Let's go, USA, baby. Lake Speed out.